The new whip. 350Z H. It needs a lot of love. That ain't cool. 5:30 in the morning. Today, taking off this bumper. I can't make the horn work with any of the fuses or relays. So I'm gonna just hardwire it. So this bumper's only held on by zip ties and these rubber bands right here. And, yo, if you look at my headlight, there's a freaking hornet in there. I take these out. There's a zip tie in here. Oh, there you go. Held on by zip ties and Dream. This bumper is so ugly. I think it was way better like this, honestly. Dude, that is a look. So the horns work. I just got some wires, plugged it in to the battery, and they're loud, all right? Yeah. So this one goes here, and then we got a horn. Oh my God, it's so loud. 3-hour trip. Got a new rear bumper and a new front bumper. And look, they have the little cool. And right now we're taking off the plastic dip. This is so satisfying. It's just coming out. And this is kind of why I like plastic dip, because it comes off pretty good. But you got to do a lot of coats. Something you didn't know about the Z, it used to have like 5% tint. And when we ripped it off, the glue got stuck. So we're going to clean it with a razor blade. So before, the glass is all cleaned up. All the glue is gone. It looks beautiful. Oh, look at that. Turn signals are off. This one, zip tied on. No complaints. I love zip ties. Northeast rusty bolt. And then Texas beautiful bolts. Well, I'm noticing a few things. So this is an HR bumper. These turn signals fit perfect. Well, this is a DE rear bumper. So it's an 06. And this one lines up. This one doesn't line up. And it leaves a gap. I cannot believe they have different rear bumpers. So these are before. And yeah, I haven't talked much about this car. It has cool bash bars. It had a very ugly front bumper. We'll be changing that real quick. It's my solution. One Phillip there, and a zip tie in the end. Now it's not sagging, won't move. It's just not gonna get undone. Sweet. Let's get it on the car. Got a new duckbill. They have these little stubs, and I don't want to do them to my trunk. So, got the spoiler on. And dude, I just had to have a spoiler on this cutie. OEM Plus. So, the ground is connected to ground. I made 2 power wires. And they both go all the way around through the fender inside the door into the cabin. And these 2 cables, he put the red one with the power. We have horn. So that'll make me pass inspection. Last thing to do is make the speedo work. That does not go up. Miles aren't going up. And we can't fail inspections for that. We got a front bumper. Rear bumper is on. So I did a custom wire harness setup. And Austin pointed out that there's a horn fuse. I thought I looked at it, but I guess I didn't. I popped it out. The horn fuse just popped. So I put a little wire, press the horn. It works. Shout out to Austin for figuring it out. So Austin, being a genius, he noticed that I had a check engine light, you know, saying like O2 sensor's not functioning or whatever. Then he popped off like the secondary fuse box, and he noticed there's like an O2 sensor one. We undid it, and look, it's blown. That's probably why it might have had a check engine light. So that might be why the O2 sensors weren't working. We're gonna put a fuse in it, and we'll see if it works. But blown fuse there, blown fuse there. Me and Austin together were figuring out a lot. I got something new for the 350. Got an HR strut tire bar. Since mine didn't come with one. And I think I see why it doesn't. Let's get to work. 3 nuts are off on both sides. Turns out you don't need to undo the nuts because this is bolted on. There should be a nut there and 3 bolts. I don't have those bolts, so can't really install this. But hey, look, it looks cool. A couple minutes later, I got the strut tire bar on. Not by the bolts, because I don't have the bolts, but the nuts. There's a stud there. So I put a nut on there, 1 nut on there. These fit. It's holding on. It ain't gonna do the best job since it's not fully bolted on. But hey, it looks cool. It'll do something better than nothing. This 350 is getting so much love. New headlights. Ugly. Pretty. Got these little covers on. Austin helped me put it on. Well, he did that side. I did that one. Got the strut tire bar. Wow. Looking freaking clean. Soon I'll be doing the headlight. I don't really like this headlight. 350. Guess what I did, boys and girls? This car now has a key fob. Lock. Nothing. Unlock. Look at that. Ugly. Boom. Next day later. Now it's not so ugly. You don't see like the bare metal and stuff. You know, it's a lot better than what it was before. Cleaner. Next is this headlight. Look how it's not bad, but it's just faded. So we're gonna get them looking fresh. So I have sandpaper and I have a buffer. Let's get to work. So I sanded it. Squirt it up. Here's how it's looking. There's the headlight now. So it's not much yellow, but it feels very smooth. I sanded it first with 800 grit. Then I used 1500 grit. Next is some compound and a nice buffer. All right. And here's really when it transforms. See. Dude, it looks brand new. Look at that. You can start unpeeling. There you go. The 350 basically has like brand new headlights. So there's like a before. It's not too bad. You know, it has some fade. But compared to this, can't go wrong with that. Wow. Now I'm gonna do this one. I'm not gonna film it. There you go. Headlight is beautiful. Next thing I might do real quick, that kind of bugs me. So I'm just gonna sand it. That's it. Everything's gonna be gone. Ooh, like nothing ever happened. So